proved that the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to.
America's tolerance for open bigotry when it comes from the right wing is really something to behold. And this is a party that once claimed to be the party of family values, and now they are cheering dehumanizing propaganda. So it's not fringe. They've mainstreamed it in their movement. It's coming from Donald Trump's official spokesperson. Now, it's a calculated attempt to define Democrats not as fellow citizens, but as enemies. Those of you who understand the process of othering know exactly what the point is here. Labeling entire groups of Americans as terrorists and criminals, of course it's ugly and of course it's untrue, but it is conditioning the public to see political opponents as enemies of the state. If the Democrats aren't people like us, they're made up of terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals, we don't really need to worry about whether they're allowed to vote. Because at the end of the day, they shouldn't be allowed to vote if they are that which Karoline Leavitt says they are. We don't need to worry about whether they are treated humanely in that situation. We don't need to worry about whether they are afforded due process because they're barely human. This is a classic authoritarian idea from some of the ugliest spots of 20th century authoritarianism. The Nazis labeled political opponents, especially communists and social democrats and labor union people, they labeled them terrorists and traitors after the Reichstag fire of 1933. Franco portrayed Republicans, doesn't mean like an American, we're not talking about Lindsey Graham here. The Republicans of the Franco era in Spain, they were labeled, the Republicans as well as socialists and anyone on the left was labeled violent and a godless enemy of Spain. And then with that, you can justify doing horrible things to them. Stalin's regime branded anyone critical of the government as the enemy of the people, which should sound very familiar to you, equating dissent with terrorism, which is what they're trying to do right now with the No Kings protests. So we have seen this playbook many times, and unfortunately, it is an ugly, ugly playbook that we need to be prepared for, and we need to know how to rebut.